Hello everybody and welcome to my Minecraft tutorial. This is episode 4 in a series of videos designed to help new players get started in Minecraft single player survival. And as you can see today it's raining. All soaked. So what I want to do today is I want to kill these cows here for some leather, and we're going to craft some armor, and we're going to look a bit about damage today. We may get on to combat techniques, but I may push that into the next episode. We'll see how things go. So, as we remember from the last episode, we know how to kill animals. Cows have the potential to drop leather, which can be crafted into armor. And we're not having much luck here, unfortunately. Now, there's one piece, at least. I'm on the lookout for monsters. It is dark enough at the moment, potentially, for monsters to spawn under the trees. So I have to be careful. He dropped a piece of leather. So yeah, that's how you collect leather. This is leather. Leather can be crafted into armor. Currently at the moment I don't have enough to be crafted into a useful piece of armor. I've come quite a ways. The NPC village is just over there. Just so you know where I am for this episode. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to time skip to when I have enough leather, because it may be a while before I actually find any cows. There's some more up here. I'm going to try and at least craft one decent piece of armor today. So this biome here is a jungle. The jungle is quite a hard to navigate biome, but they do play host to some pretty cool things at the same time. And there's another snow biome over there. He dropped some leather, got 3 bits of leather. It's still not enough, unfortunately. I need at least 4. Preferably more than 4. But 4 would be enough to craft a pair of boots, which is a type of armor. Is that? No, that's a sheep over there. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to time skip to a point where I have enough leather to make at least some armor, because I don't have a whole lot at the moment, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Not unless I can magically spirit up some cows here. Cows produce the lowest grade of armor, and to be honest, ooh, there's a ravine down here. To be honest, they're not the best source of armor. It breaks pretty quickly, but we haven't got access to iron at the moment, so I can't go and build myself some iron armor. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a wander around here and in the forest and just around and about, see if I can find some leather, and what I'll do is I'll time skip and I'll meet you back at the hidey hole. So I'll be right back, guys. Hey, I'm back. And still raining, unfortunately, but I did find the correct amount of leather. I found a large herd of cows a good way away from here, over in another plains biome. They were kind of scattered around, so yeah, plenty of raw beef. I don't think we'll be worrying about food for a while now. But yeah, got quite hungry, ended up going through some of my raw chicken. But yeah, I'm thinking that we're doing pretty good now. So we have all this leather, and what leather can be used for is to craft armor. And I've just put this sort of helmet shaped thing. Generally when crafting, I didn't mention this in the first episode, but when crafting you're generally shaping the item. Like this looks a bit like a leather cap, I suppose. You kind of put 2 either side with 1 in the middle, and that makes a leather cap. I can do a piece of leather in every slot except the top center to make a tunic. I can also make leather pants by adding armor all the way around the edge apart from the bottom center and the actual center, and that'll give me some leather pants. And lastly, I can make some leather booties by just doing 2 pieces of leather either side, and that gives me leather boots. So now I can press E and I can either drag my armor on or I can shift click it on. I prefer to shift click it on and off, it's kind of easier. So we now have some armor. So now I'm thinking to demonstrate damage properly, night's going to be coming up anytime soon, we should do some combat. But just in case, I want to craft a chest first to drop off some of the things that I have on my body I wouldn't want to lose. So to make a chest, I've just made some more wooden planks, and a chest is like a furnace but wooden planks instead, all the way around the edge but with nothing in the centre. And you've got a chest. I'm going to right click and pop that down, and I'm just going to drop everything off that I don't really want for this mission, particularly all that raw beef. I'm going to keep the cooked pork chop and the chicken with me. So any minute now little monsters are going to get popping up, so we're going to look at some damage techniques. Well, hopefully combat techniques rather than being damaged. We're going to look at the bow separately at the moment rather than actually trying to do the bow as well. We'll look at that separately. Now, one of the first main types of damage is fall damage. Fall damage can occur when you fall, essentially, off a large drop. You can take damage that way. Armor doesn't absorb fall damage. Armor doesn't absorb all forms of damage. Now, that's pretty similar to the real world type scenario. You wouldn't be protected by armor if you fell off a steep cliff type thing. Fire, you can be damaged by walking into fire. You can also be damaged by lava. These are just the normal things. You could be struck by lightning, which is quite unusual, but it can happen. I'm trying to think of some other forms of damage, to be honest. There are the monster damages, and we'll look at the monsters in a minute, but I think that's virtually all the main... That's a crazy Enderman. Teleporting because it's raining. Essentially what they are is... they are the main types of damage that can be taken just without monsters. Now we're going to look a bit at monsters. Here is a zombie. Zombies are probably the easiest melee enemy that you can come across. You can just strafe to distract them, and you left click with your sword as you would any other type of mob until they die. There we go. That crazy Enderman's still around. An Enderman is an enemy that is neutral unless looked at. And the creeper down there, we'll get onto him in a minute. First I want to tackle this spider. Spiders run at you. Spiders, again, pretty standard melee enemy. They jump at you, so just be careful of that. They're pouncers. You can be quite deadly with those. But generally just strafe and you'll stay well clear of any spiders. Now here is a skeleton. Skeleton, again, you must strafe, and you must strafe well to avoid skeleton bow shots. It's probably the hardest way to avoid damage, is by trying to avoid skeletons. They are the hardest melee enemy for me, and they're not that hard, but just to keep continually strafing around, and you've got to bob and weave left and right. But as you can see, they are quite often, more often than not, have a good shot and hit you anyway. So just be careful of that. Where are you? Got a zombie. Kill the zombie. And here is the last enemy that we're going to cover today. And that is a creeper. And that spider is after me as well. Get that spider out. Get back here, you. Spider, kill you. And my sword's getting a bit beat up. Oh, and that skeleton dropped a bow. Hey, get off me. So yeah, you've got to be quick when changing items and things like that so you don't get too damaged. Let's see if I can... here's a creeper. Creeper is an enemy that if you get too close will sizzle and then blow up. So to take care of those, run at them and strike them. If you do that and try and not let a zombie get in your way, then you will kill them without them blowing up on you and potentially killing you. So yeah, if you jump and strike, you will land a critical hit, which is kind of useful. Critical hits can be really, really handy because it kills them faster and uses less durability on your sword. So win-win situation. And being as that guy dropped a bow, which I was not expecting, we have some arrows, so why don't we take out that skeleton to use the bow, hold down your right mouse button, and aim at your enemy from afar and hit them. Now that skeleton's now caught on that I'm around. Oh no, he hasn't, he was just looking at me. The bow can be quite hard to use if you're new to it. I'm just going to stand here and... oh yes, use corners. Use corners and walls to your advantage with enemies. They can't see you and it slows them down a little. If you want to do that. Get the zombie out of the way first. Now that's what happens when a creeper blows up. Causes general carnage. So as you can see, my armor is absorbing some of the damage. It would be taking more, I'll be taking more powerful hits if I was actually using, I'm going to collect up my arrows as well here. If I was using words, these are my words here, if I didn't have armor on, that's the words I'm looking for. So let's try and have another go with the bow. Hold the bow all the way back to land a critical hit. I'm going to aim at this zombie here because he's the only monster around, and continue to do so, and eventually... Oh, a creeper blew up behind me. You'll kill them. There we go. Crazy Underburn. I was not expecting that creeper. Somewhere around here, wasn't it? But as you can see, my armor's getting pretty beaten up. There we go. Oh, he dropped a potato. Zombies have a rare drop of potatoes and carrots. Creepers don't have a rare drop. Skeletons' rare drop is bows. Spiders don't have a rare drop. They drop string and spider eyes. Zombies would normally drop zombie flesh as well, if I've not already mentioned that. And creepers drop gunpowder. Endermen drop ender pearls. They can be used for teleportation, which is really handy. I wish there was there is a skeleton, but I really would like to show you how to get a record, but we'll probably do that in the music disc tutorial, to be honest. Double creeper. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to block. If you hold the right mouse button and block, it will also cut all damage you take in half. Another really handy feature. So if a skeleton's about to shoot at you or a creeper's about to blow up, it may potentially save your life if you hold down that right mouse button and block. So yeah, we've done quite a lot in this episode. I'm surprised actually at how much we've managed to achieve in this episode. Yeah, you get in front of him and you continually shoot him. Let's see if we can get a record to celebrate this episode. Oh, they shot each other. Here we go. Knock him back, block. Remember to continually block and you will be fine. Skeletons drop bones and arrows. I don't think I mentioned that, but that's what they drop. Hey ya! Get rid of him. And I'm taking quite a bit of damage now. My armor's nearly half gone. I hear a spider around somewhere. NPC villages are actually prone to being attacked at night by zombies, and we'll look at that in a later episode, but there could be a lot go off in that village. We've got an unpleasant neighbour moving in, put it that way. So I'm just going to kind of finish off the night here, and also you collect experience. Whoa, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to death here, and my sword's all gone as well. Creeper now, I'm probably dead. Yeah, so we nearly died there as well. So yeah, zombies and skeletons burn up in daylight. Creepers generally teleport away, but they could still hang around, and Endermen teleport away pretty much without fail. Collected a lot of drops here. Oh boy. So yeah, you'll see all of that go on as the day progresses and as morning rises. So I'm going to head back in my hidey hole now. Oh, hello you. Come here. A new feature to do with creepers is if they fall down on you, they actually will explode. Wow, nothing came in here. I left the door open. But yeah, we've covered the bow as well. Oh god, hello. Get out of here. Where's he gone now? Oh, he's down there. Nearly had an accident. There we go. Shot with the bow. Another creeper over there. Gunpowder is used in making TNT. And we'll look at all of that in later episodes. I just wanted to show you the combat techniques they use today. And we've done that. So armor, damage, combat techniques and armor all covered in an episode. So I'm pretty pleased with myself there, I must admit. You can shoot in the water, but it's kind of difficult to get your aim accurate in the water. I mean, look at me right now. I mean, I'm just really struggling to get my aim together because you keep going up and down, so probably not the best idea to try and do. He blew up that bit. Oh, he revealed some coal for us. Excellent. He's hiding out in that little closet area. So I could shoot him in the face. Get some gunpowder. Oh, iron. I think that's what we're going to look at in the next episode, actually, iron. We're going to do some work with iron. We're going to make some shears, make a bed, probably craft a door for our hidey hole, pick up that zombie flesh. There's a spider out still. And I've got to be really careful right now because my sword's almost broken. And sheep shears, door, bed. I think that's what we're going to look at in the next episode. Those kind of what you would consider menial activities. We're going to have a slightly quieter episode after all the intense combat we've had today. But I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. I've gone through quite a lot of stuff. As always, the world will be available for download after this episode, so you can download and check it out. Let me put my potatoes away, the gunpowder, the spare arrows and that kind of thing. So you'll be able to check out this world and play on from there. But yeah, we've covered quite a lot. It's been quite an intense, heavy episode today. So feel free to go back and watch it again. Recap any areas. Just remember, bob and weave, block, and run and strike. That's probably the one thing I didn't really cover in much detail. Run at an enemy, strike, and fall back. That way they cannot hit you apart from skeletons might get a shot off you. With skeletons, run, hit, fall back, and block. And you will be pretty much safe from anything. The only enemy we've not looked at yet is Endermen. And Endermen are an enemy which, to be honest, deserve an episode in their own right, to be honest. And we'll look at those when we do Ender Pearls much later in the game when we are looking at going to the end, which is another realm in Minecraft. But yeah, it'll be a while before we cover them because they are the most dangerous of enemies. They are fearsome at best. So yeah, we won't worry about Endermen. Just don't look at them and they won't bother you. But yeah, that is just about everything. Just been rambling on here a bit now, so I'm going to call it quits here today. We've got everything I wanted out of this episode and more. So I hope to see you in the next episode. And until then, see you later and have a good day.